As part of my live programs, I'll do a theme and then create a simple craft that everybody can do. It's failure free and it's fun. And with this program, I did flower pens. All you will need is the silk flower, and I cut the bouquet. I got wire cutters. You can also, if you don't have wire cutters, which I didn't have for years, you can bend these several times and eventually they break. But wire cutters are so much easier. So if you can, get them. Treated myself to some good wire cutters. I love a good tool. You're gonna take a tape. I have this fun duct tape. And then you're gonna take a pen or a marker. I like the kind with caps because they're smooth and then we don't have to deal with the clicky part. So I'm doing a Sharpie because I know when I worked in the fields, my Sharpies would walk away. So I think this is a great way to, you can make like yourself a desk full of little flower pens, and also it reminds people to return them after they borrow them. I'll put a little bit close to the edge. Actually, I'll start right at the base of the flower, so that way it's like that. And then I make sure I leave a little space so that the cap can easily get on and off. And then we push it nice and taut. Okay, and then we just wrap it. Oh, it's kind of going over the cap, so I'm gonna leave it a little. Okay, this is a disaster. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. Yeah, if you make a mistake, you just move the tape a little bit. I'm gonna move it a little bit away from the cap, and I'm just gonna redo those first few steps nice and taut, and just roll it right around, and there you go. And I'm gonna do one more because I want to cover the top part of the pen. And if you want to be fancy, you can even like cut your tape a little bit. You could even do a little shorter. This is about 3 inches, just over 7 centimeters. I'm starting where the stem is and just wrapping that right around. Now, when I did this live, and when I do this live, I'm actually teaching this course. Oh, the flower popped off. That can happen. It's okay. You can pop it right back on. Get back on there, flower. And if you want to add some glue, you can, but. Oh, I'm gonna add some glue to that. Okay, I lost a leaf too. This is kind of a disaster. It's okay, it's all right, it's gonna be fine. Okay, we're putting the leaf back on and the, what's that called? It's not the stamen, I don't know. I'm not as scientific as Da Vinci, so we're just gonna pop this little guy back on, and there we go, okay. So, yeah. So when I did this live, yeah, that's what I want to tell you. When I did this live, we did 2. So the folks that participated got to make one to keep and then one to give away. And it was a social component because then it gave folks an opportunity to talk about what they did. It gave them a chance to talk about the program and maybe something they learned and remembered from the program that they could share with their grandkids or friends. And also, it just feels good to give somebody something. And whether it's someone you know, or someone that works at the facility, or a stranger, you can just be kind, and it gives me a sense of purpose to give something away, and to be like, hey, I thought of you today, here you go. Who wouldn't want to get a little flower pen? And then it's really functional too. So anyway, I thought I always like a fun, easy, nice, inexpensive project. And I've done this with a room of 20 people, and it's not easy, but if you pre-cut the tape, you're good. So I'd say 3 inches is fine, because this wrapped around quite a bit. And the fun holographic duct tape is super fun. Or you can use electrical tape. I've used Scotch tape in a pinch. Floral tape is good, but it gets a little sticky over time and it doesn't stick as well. But electrical tape is pretty good if that's what you have. Use what you have, you know? Done is better than perfect. So from myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey, and have some fun. Okay, bye. So when that tape didn't line up and you knew you were in trouble, what went through your mind? I was a little mad at myself because I knew I undershot the length of the barrel of the pen, but I just kept going. I was at a crossroads. I was going to stop the take and redo it. And I said, you know what? This is reality. Sometimes you do something, it doesn't work out in the middle of a class, because that's the way life is. The show must go on. When you're up there in the middle of a class and you're teaching, you can't be like, oh, excuse me, take two, this didn't work. No, you got to keep going. So you just roll with it. And the more you practice, the more you'll do it, and it'll be fluid. Also practice ahead of time, because that helps. You were coming off the tape issue and all of a sudden the top of the flower popped off, and then it did it again. What were you thinking? Oh, that was a tough moment. That was a tough moment. I really wasn't prepared for that. I had played with those flowers all day and that had not happened. And then it happened twice. And I had a decision to make. Are we gonna cut and reshoot, or are we gonna keep going? And I decided we're gonna keep going, because when you're in the middle of a live class, you can't do over. You gotta just keep going. So when something happens that's unexpected and you're teaching a class, number one, smile. Pretend it doesn't bother you. You could be going wild inside, and no one even knew that. Number two, make a joke if you can. That's next level, okay? That comes with practice. But you could just say, oh, these flowers, they don't make them like they used to. Like that's one of my go-tos whenever something happens that doesn't go the way I want it to. Oh, they don't make them like they used to. And then you can actually encourage a discussion among the folks. What else doesn't go the way it used to? Oh yeah. And then they can talk among themselves and entertain themselves. Number three, if you can make a sound effect, that always helps. You know, like a silly woo, you know, or something like that. It's always fun and enlightens the moment. And number four, be kind to yourself. It's okay. No one is probably as upset about it as you are. So let yourself go, let yourself have fun. And as long as you're doing your best, that's the best you can do. Do you have any advice for people that are just learning how to teach classes? If you're giving your energy and your all to your audience, they will respect you for it. It's not perfect, but it's done. And you have to do your best and then move on. Keep going, don't just stop. That's my best advice to myself. Know your material if you can. And the more you can memorize it and practice it and videotape yourself in advance, the better off you'll be. So thank you. Thank you so much.